Hello friends, and welcome to another video. Today's a bit of a tutorial. I've just got my most recent goodies from Mumsy and Bub, and as much as I love them, the cream elastic for me can be a bit, meh. So I ordered from them some replacement elastics in a purple, a navy, and a peacock sort of turquoise colour. And I'm going to show you how to restring your traveller's notebooks. So I've got here the sorbet, the weeks in sorbet, which I've already taken the strings out of because I want this to be a nice fast process. And this is the Twilight in the standard B6, which is a new colour. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this middle elastic out, which should just be knotted in the centre and should just pull out like that. Then I'm going to take out the strings here. Now, to get a 4-string, it's sort of done in a special way, which I will take you through how to do as we restring it. But it's just really a matter of finding the end and pulling for taking them out. Now hold on to those, because if something happens to your elastic, it's always good to have backups, or if you want to put the cream elastics on something else. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit quickly about replacement elastics. It's very, very important to buy the right kind of elastic, which is why I do tend to purchase replacement elastics from people who make traveller's notebooks, be it Mumsy and Bub or whoever else I might purchase from. So I got these ones from Mumsy and Bub, and what you should be getting is a good sturdy 2mm that has some hold. Now, because I go overboard, I bought the large pack in all three because, I might want to restring a couple, and I can do a couple of, like for example, I'm going to put this turquoise on my sorbet because I think it'll look really pretty. Or I could put no, I think I'll go with turquoise on the sorbet. So I could do this and my A6 with one packet. So let's do that one because I think that one's a bit easier to see. And then I'll do the 4-string, show you how to do the 4-string. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the big loop. And one thing I do use is a wool darning needle, which has a really big one that has a nice big eye and a blunt tip, so I don't poke myself, but also so the elastic can fit through the eye of the needle. And I'm just going to, the 2-string's really easy because it's literally a loop, sort of in and out. The big key is not to pull it too tight, not to make it too loose. So I'm actually going to tie my knot with it sort of sitting relaxed and flat before I cut anything off. And I want that knot to sort of be in, I can move it later, but I want it to be as close to the center as possible. I like to do a square knot, also known as a reef knot, because I find they sit flatter. Because the other thing is I can actually adjust this quite easily and sort of just make sure it's going to sit flat without, I don't want to pull the edges up, I just want them to relax. But I also want to make sure that I don't have too much slack, because if I put books in there, I don't want them flopping all about the place. Okay, there we go. Looks good. So I'm going to cut that off there, and I will burn the ends of these so they don't fray too much. So that's sitting quite nice. To take the old one and measure it, which, let's face it, is going to be loads easier. Weeks restrung. Now, as I was saying, the ones that have more than 1 or 2 strings, they're a little more difficult because there is a pattern that you need to work for it to work. So I'm going to be putting the blue string in this one. I'm going to be turning this into a bit of a, you know, Harry Potter Ravenclaw type planner. And just remember, you always start on the inside, because you want your knots on the inside, not on the outside. Unless you're really good at doing fancy knots, then by all means have it sitting out the back. Just remember, it won't be in the center. So I'm going to start in the middle, and in the middle hole as well. So I'm going to be going in the middle hole, then I usually go left and give myself quite a bit of rope. Corresponding hole on the bottom. Remembering pulling it through just to a rest position. Now I'm going to be coming back in the middle hole at the bottom. Pulling this one out of the way, I'm going to be going back in the middle hole at the top. So this gives me one of my two bands in the middle. Now to the right. Corresponding hole at the bottom. And back into the center hole at the bottom. So once I tie this up, that will give me back my 4 strings. So it was in, to the left, down, to the middle, up, to the right, down, to the middle, and up. Now obviously I've given myself far too much, so I'm just going to adjust this so my knot sits in the middle. Remembering, you just want it to be sort of at rest. You don't want it too tight. Your elastics will loosen over time, so you want to give yourself enough elastic so that you've got something to pull in later. And again, square knot in the middle. First try. Well, with this one. Oh, way too loose. Sometimes you've got to pull it really tight and then sort of let it relax. This is one of those times. There we go. I'm cutting it off on the other side. And again with the center one, I'm just going to take the old one and measure it out. Cutting off the other end. As I said, I'll go back and sort of burn these with a flame a bit later on my barbecue ladders. Because it's got the reinforced spine, there's sort of a little more thickness to go through. Now it looks like I've pulled this one in, but I haven't really. It's just some bits are sitting in and some bits are a bit loose. But once I put some books in there, it'll all even out. So that is now a blue on blue. And I've got the turquoise on my weeks, because it actually it already has purple on it. Do I restring it with the turquoise? I'm considering. What do you think? Leave a comment below and let me know. Alright, so that's a tutorial, how to restring your traveler's notebook with a replacement string kit. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it for you. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to my channel. click that little bell for notifications of when new videos go up. And don't forget to check me out on my other social media platforms. To hop over and visit my Etsy store. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.